episode of RatG TV with your hosts, Zeus and the Wellandwingnut. And they thought I was the crazy one.
Black magic. You got to know, got to show, it's time to roll. So just tell me what you want to hear. Tell me what you want. So just tell me what you want to hear.
Welcome back, schnickety schnick, to another edition of RatG TV. It's your boy Zeus, and with me as he is every week, it's the Wellandwingnut.
Peace,
Steve
man.
Lambert. What's going on, brother? Peace. Oh, I don't know if peace is the right word to use given our topic tonight.
Well, there might be pieces.
Right. You come in peace. This guy put you out in pieces. What was that movie? It'll come in peace.
Yeah, that is a line. Yeah.
Terminate. It was an Arnold Schwarzenegger one, right? I come in
Probably.
peace. You go in pieces. Dolph Lundgren, maybe?
Maybe.
That's what I'm thinking. Let us know in the comments. Anyways, today we are talking about the MCU and Wolverine in specific because, listen, we got our Charles Xavier in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which means that Wolverine will be coming to the MCU. It's only a matter of time. And we're all pretty sure that Hugh Jackman is done as Wolverine. Whether you loved him, like the 90% of the people out there that watch the movies that did, or you didn't, like me. And I didn't hate him. It wasn't my choice.
It wasn't enough jazz hands for you,
There
right?
wasn't enough jazz. It was too much jazz hands, if anything. Like, really, it was far too much jazz hands. No, but we talked about who we would like to see become the MCU's version of Wolverine, the successor, if you will, to Hugh Jackman's titular role. So, yeah, let us know who you think in the comments. We will be popping those in as usual. Folks, if you are following us or watching us now, remember you can go follow us as well on YouTube. I was going to put it up there, but it's for another show, so never mind. But follow us, RatG TV. We're not hard to find. Not at all. And Steve, this week you've got your 5-second movie review. Back with that. And what do you got this week for us?
I watched the new Netflix Adam Sandler movie, Hustle. Of course, Adam Sandler playing former college basketball player who, because of an injury, I guess never really made it big time, and working as a scout, and finds this guy in Europe and wants to bring him over to the 76ers, but the 76ers don't want anything to do with him. So,
wow. I mean, all right. I'm anxious to see this. I'm an Adam Sandler guy. I like Adam Sandler. So, I mean, the majority of his stuff. But his
you're
dramatic
excluding Hubie Halloween, of course.
that and, oh, my God, the one that you love where he's his own twin with Al Pacino.
Jack and Jill, I love that.
Oh, God. Of course you do.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
You both love white chicks as well.
You know that 50. I love white chicks. Those movies.
I rest my case.
I love me some white chicks.
And the hot girl, he's in the hot girl too.
Who's in the hot girl?
Adam Sandler, the hot chick.
Oh,
Yeah,
with
it's got a
Rob
small
Schneider?
part of that. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's the stoner dude. Yeah.
In the strip
yeah. That he did that as a favor, I'm sure.
club. I love that movie.
The hot chick, yeah, it wasn't bad.
I love it.
That was like a Freaky Friday type movie, right?
Yeah.
She's
You know,
like,
Adam
"Oh my God, I
Sandler.
never put that together before. Wait a
Adam
second.
Sandler. There's an Adam Sandler movie that's our movie. 54 Dates is our movie. We've probably seen it 50 times.
I love
Love that movie.
Where's my book?
I do love that movie though. Well, this episode of Wolverine, who should be cast as Wolverine, it became the Adam Sandler show. Could Adam Sandler be the next Wolverine? Could he be on either of our lists? We will find out. And we will also find out what you thought of the movie Hustle. I'm anxious to see it. I haven't watched it yet, but I have it marked down on my to-watch list. So it is in the rotation. And aside from that, though, how you been doing, man? We had a pretty great weekend last weekend.
Yeah, we were pretty busy. That's why we weren't here last week. But yeah, we had some fun.
Yeah, man. We're over at the Niagara Falls Comic Con, hosting some panels, talking to some people. You know, making Supergirl fall in love with me. I get it. What? You left. You missed it. I'm just saying.
I did.
You did. We had a moment. We did. Me, her, and then Pat Mastrioni in the back. Joey Jeremiah. Shout out, Pat. What? Don't be laughing, Facebook user 36758. My time is coming. But yeah, we've also got the news that we'll be coming at you with. And Steve, so are these part of your stories, or you just want us to?
No, I just added some stuff. I figured we'd talk about it.
Yeah, well, first off, I thought this was Lucifer from the TV show Lucifer. Just because this is his look when he's in his Lucifer form. He looks like this, minus that little box that's in his hand. And yeah, you guys both let me know that was.
Yeah, it's Uncle Frank.
Uncle Frank.
Uncle Frank from the Hellraiser movies.
Everybody's favorite.
Not Uncle Frank from your friend's basement.
No, he's creepy. That one usually has a restraining order. Yeah, he said he got that all weekend, though. He said he got that a few times. That people kept thinking he was Lucifer from the Netflix series based on the Neil Gaiman book, which is coming out. The new Neil Gaiman show's coming out, Sandman. And Lucifer in that is Gwendolyn Christie. That's her name? That's how you pronounce her last name, right?
Sure. Richard Christie's daughter.
Phantasm, or whatever her name is, from Star Wars.
Yeah, Phantasmo.
Phantasmo. That was her name?
I don't know. I can't remember. Captain Phasm.
Captain Phasm.
Captain Phantasm.
I couldn't even fathom it.
Phantasm. Yeah.
Couldn't even fathom it. Anyway, so that was fun. We did get to host some panels. We got to have a mini Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reunion, whereas you and I got to host the panels with Joseph Marcel, who played
Joseph
Jeffrey.
Marcel, yeah. I mean, you screwed up Simon Wright's name, so.
Dude, Simon loved us.
Simon did love us. He was great.
And yeah, you hosted. You took control on that one because I had no. I'm not a music guy like you are.
Right.
I like music, but I haven't.
Yeah, I stopped by his booth on Sunday too, and we had a great chat. So yeah, he was a really fun guy.
Nice. You're saying he liked his mushrooms?
He does. He really does. He should have took some of those when he watched Maximum Overdrive. Maybe he would have liked it more.
You didn't like Maximum Overdrive?
No, he didn't like Max. He thought it was a piece of crap. Remember?
Because it is.
Emilio fucking Estevez's best piece of fucking work.
Right.
You know, I thought to be fair.
Young Guns is his best.
I haven't seen that movie.
Young Guns.
I have not seen that movie since I was like under 10 years old, probably. Maximum Overdrive. And which movie is she trying to say?
I don't know.
Young Guns.
Oh.
Way better. That's a good Amelia movie right there. Young Guns.
I was gonna say Men at Work.
Yeah, well,
I was going to say Men at Work too. That's exactly what I was going to say. Mission Impossible 1 is his best movie. You don't? Yeah, he was on Tom Cruise's team. He gets killed in the elevator where he's on top of the elevator, and someone takes control and stabs him in the face. Spikes him. Yeah, cool. It's cool shit. Hi, how you doing, Facebook user? Repo Man was dope. Oh, you know what was another? Wasn't he in that one with Bill Paxton and maybe Jeremy Piven? They're in the RV that gets lost.
Yes.
What was that movie?
Oh, Very Bad Things?
No.
It
had a great soundtrack too.
Oh my god, was that?
I had the soundtrack. I had
in that movie. Cuba Gooding Jr. I think was in that movie as well.
Yeah, it had a great cast.
Wow. Now I'm not going to be thinking about that for a while. If anyone can think of that movie, let us know in the comments there. But yeah, we had a great time. Of course, the wrestling panels. We hosted Kevin Nash, Mick Foley. You weren't there for JBL. That was a great time. I was surprised at how nice of a guy JBL was, because it's reported everywhere that he's like the biggest douchebag in the back room. And
Judgment Night was the movie.
Judgment Night. That's right. That was a good movie. Great movie. I'd watch that one again.
Yeah.
But JBL, super nice dude though. Big dude
Awesome.
too. Big dude. And then for Luke Tough, dude, we did it. We finally got the interview of a lifetime. I don't know how it happened. Like the stars just aligned right, I guess. And it was our time. And we got to sit down and have a picture and a talk with the one and only Clanny. Yeah, Clanny.
Yeah, I was shocked to see Clanny there. We had heard he had missed a connecting flight, and
yeah, I mean, Niagara Falls Comic-Con doing it again. Pulling out the surprises. Who is that under there? Is that Jesus?
I don't want to say.
Who is? Put it in the private chat. Oh, Simon.
It just fit really well. I'm sorry, Simon. I'm sorry.
It's a me. It's a Mario. We had Charles Martinak. We hosted that panel. That was really fun. It was super.
He
nice
was
guy.
such a nice guy.
Yeah.
I gave my son a free autograph, and they talked video games early Sunday morning when nobody was there yet. So that was really cool for my kid.
Nice. Right. Excuse me. Yeah, it was a great weekend. Lots of fun. I said, I had some more pictures I could have posted up there. I was very lazy. We weren't sure we were doing a show until like 5 o'clock this morning when I woke up and I was like, yo, we want to do a show. I still almost slept through it. But yeah, so it was a great time. And Hamilton Comic Con's the next deal coming up. How's your knee feeling?
Oh, yeah. It was, thank God I had a rain day on Tuesday, because Monday I was still feeling pretty rough. My knee was pretty sore from just putting in so many steps on the weekend. And I got to chill and rest on Tuesday. So
nice.
Much needed. Glad
you're feeling better. But that's what we do for you folks, We keep going.
We power through.
Yeah, we power through having to go through these conventions for free and skip the lines for a lot of things. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. But yeah. Anyways, so we will have the news to get to as well. We've got your 5-second movie review, but let's just get to it. Let's get to our picks for who we would like to see take over for Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. And as usual, you start us off. So why don't you go ahead there?
So yeah, I had a hard time because I was trying to get guys that were not too tall, that would fit the role properly, and I was trying to cast, future Wolverine. But like I said, I was having a tough time. So I threw a few guys in here that I thought could have played the role at some point in their career.
Yep.
And not too long ago, but I mean,
sure.
So yeah, number one, I just love him as an actor. The guy's fantastic at everything. And that's Viggo Mortensen.
Yeah, and Vigo's a great pick too, because he's that one guy you could see it in his eyes. Like that's the one thing for me. I always say that for acting, but especially for Wolverine, you got to be able to go to that dark place and just blind rage, berserker rage, and I think he could definitely pull that off.
Yeah, he's great in everything. Guy that's been talked about around surrounding this role for a long time. Fits the build, fits the look, and I just think he's a great actor, and I think he would definitely bring the rage.
Yep, I totally agree. The only reason why I wouldn't have put him on my list is just because he's Punisher already,
Right.
and that's all being reintroduced into MCU now. And he's said, excuse me, multiple times that he loves Frank Castle, like the character that is the Punisher, and how much it means to him. So, but I totally agree because he's got the look, and like right there, Shane. He's got it. But does he? I don't know how tall he is though. But I
don't think he's very tall.
Yeah.
When I say not very tall, I mean like 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah. And I think he can get away with being 6 foot, 6'1" tops, being Wolverine. But I've seen a lot of people want to cast Canadian actor. Oh my God, I forget his name offhand. But he's the lead actor in Halo.
Okay.
But dude's 6'5".
Oh yeah.
6'5".
That's Wolverine on steroids.
That's
on ACH.
Hugh Jackman's 6'3", I think. So, it's yeah.
He's got to cast tall people. That's all.
Right. Everybody else has got to be like 7 foot.
Yeah.
All right. Who's up next after?
And again, maybe not in its current state, unless they're going a little old, like Old Man Logan. But I think 10, even 20 years ago, I think Keanu Reeves would have made a great Wolverine.
I agree with this, and Keanu's come out and said that this is a dream role for him. That he's always wanted to play Wolverine. Him being Canadian as well, and him being mixed heritage too. I think is perfect. But the age gets him, and also he's tall as well.
Yeah.
But I love Keanu. Is Keanu I never know if Keanu is a good actor or a bad actor in good roles. You know what I mean? Like sometimes he gets cast where he's perfect. Like Johnny Utah's perfect for him. Neo, perfect for him. Renfrew and Bram Stoker's Dracula, not so much, right? Like, I mean, Parenthood, great. But yeah, I don't know. I'd be worried with him doing Wolverine. I don't know. I think.
That's fair. Number 2, I mean, just anytime I see a guy in this guy in a role where he's intense, he definitely brings the crazy.
Yeah.
And I'd like to see it. I'd like to see his take.
Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah. Jake Creepy Gyllenhaal. Yeah, I mean, you can do it. You can do it. He's so creepy. I'm sure he's not creepy in real life, but every role he's so creepy. So creepy. Anyways.
And number 1, another guy that brings the crazy, not just in his roles, but when he's in Spain too. So Anthony Starr, come on the show.
Yeah. I've talked to and it's Anthony. There's no H in that.
Oh right, Anthony. Sorry.
Anthony.
Come on the show.
Come on, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
I've talked to him a couple times on Twitter, like just back and forth.
And you met him back at Fan Expo.
Yeah, great guy. I think he could pull this off. Just because if you've seen the movie or the TV show Banshee, never mind him playing Homelander, but him playing Lucas Hobbs on Banshee, dude is fucking insane. And you see him go to those crazy, he would knock his own arm off to get to you sort of depths that you need for the character Wolverine. So I really do like that pick, honestly. We almost swapped our picks.
We did.
Yeah.
Because you had one guy on your list that I thought could have been my number 1, and I just had an inkling that you might take him. So
yeah, he's going to be making an appearance at my number 2. So we will see him here. I do want to point out because you said kind of special consideration. That was always my number 1 pick, but it's not going to happen in the MCU now. But if we could have had him in his youth, just think Martin Riggs in the first Lethal Weapon movie. And I'm like, yeah.
And I mean, we have to give a shout out to of course, who I thought was a strange consideration, but when I was looking for guys that could fit the role today, came across a few different articles and a few different lists, and one guy that was considered early on was Bob Hoskins.
Yeah. Bob Hoskins almost had that role.
Yeah,
because he had the height. I don't know how I would have felt about it though, just because the muscular build, right?
Right.
And Wolverine, when I first started reading comic books, early Wolverine was almost he was like a couple hundred years old or over 100 years old, and looked like he was in his like 40s or 50s, right?
Right.
So,
and I love the campaign to get try and get Danny DeVito to play Wolverine.
Oh yes, I forgot to give out my. I always say, and this is the first time. Believe it. Were you shocked I didn't have Scott Conn on my list?
I wasn't.
Oh, because I've always said that Scott Conn was my choice to take over because I think he looks like Wolverine. Honestly,
I always thought you were putting me on.
No, I was serious. He's got the look, and he can pull off crazy. He's a short.
I figured the Con was on. The Con was in.
I won't be mad at myself for shit like this. All right, let's start my list. All right, where the heck are mine? Sorry, well, as I'm looking for mine here, I don't even see them here. Did you delete mine?
I did not.
You bastard. Sorry. I really don't see them there. Do you see them?
I don't see them, no.
You saw them before, though, right?
I did see them before, yeah, and I didn't add or delete anything after that.
I'm like, hey, that is strange.
Yeah.
All right, well, they were like literally just there too.
Oh, here they are. I see them. Right after Anthony Starr.
Right after Tony. Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir. Well, I'll start from the bottom and go up.
I put my spectacles on.
We both getting very old. My pick is chocolate cupcake. It's kind of abuse you get from the Avondale and Port Colborne. My number 5 pick, just because everybody always wanted to see his father play the role, and I'm not sure that I'm sold on his acting yet, and he needs to get maybe a little thicker, but I am interested in seeing how Scott Eastwood would take to playing Wolverine. Have you seen Scott much?
Not that I can think of offhand.
He was like in a couple of the Fast and Furious movies.
Okay, I've probably seen him in those because I've seen all but one.
Yeah. He was in the Suicide Squad.
The first one or the second one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I forget. But we'll see. I want it could work. It could honestly work, maybe. I feel like I'm missing one guy on here. I only have 4 here. Anyways, Tom Hardy, though. I know he's playing Venom already, but he's got the size, he's got the look, he's got the build that I want for Wolverine. I just hope he can pull off a Canadian accent, because I'm not a big fan of his American accent, because I feel like I can still hear the British accent in it quite often. So, but I mean, he's got the look, he's got the berserker eyes, he's a great actor. So yeah, if it wasn't just for the accent, he would definitely be up there for me. And then where's Billy? I don't have. There it is. Number 2. I this is my number 3. It's Mehdi Moussad, who played Aladdin, and I know it seems like an interesting pick, but he's got the height. He's 5'8". I think he's a really good actor. He's got good size to him, and he was just. I think we just announced that he was just cast as Ezra Bridger. or at least that was my pick for Ezra Bridger. But I think Disney was talking to him about taking over or playing the role of Ezra Bridger on Ahsoka. So he's Canadian, and he's Canadian.
He should shoot for a role as big as Wolverine because he's better than Ezra.
Nobody's better than Ezra. Not even Thrawn. Not even Thrawn. If you know, you know. Yeah, I'd be interested to see how he pulls that off. And like I said, Canadian actor as well, so that's a big deal. So I would like to see that. My number 2 is who I almost swapped for your number 1, and that is Bill the Butcher himself, Carl Urban. I don't know, man.
Yeah, he's got a great look. He's plays a great tough guy.
And with him, it's the same kind of deal with Hardy. Can he lose the New Zealand accent? Although Hardy is British, but
yeah. And
that is my same qualm with my number 1 pick. But this is the pick that seems to be the front runner for the gig that I think is also the most likely to get it at this point. And that is Taron Egerton from, of course, the Elton John movie, the Kingsman movies, and so much more. Eggsy. We know he can do action. He's young, and we'd have him for a while. So
yeah, he's one of the most talked about young men in Hollywood. So
yeah, and if it's not this for him, maybe it's James Bond. But I'm down. What do you think of our list? Let us know in the comments. Let us know who you pick. Was it Clanny? Could have been. It should have been Clanny. How could it not have been? I'm looking for it now. Can't find it. There's so many pictures. I need to get my glasses. Thank you, sir.
They need to find a way to make that little part of the screen bigger. Can you extend that? No, you can't.
No, you can't change the view there.
Gotcha.
It'd be nice, though. That's something to bring up at the next meeting, seeing as though I feel like I'm such a big shareholder. Yes. The joys of streaming. But yeah, those are our lists. Like we said, as usual, let us know what your thoughts are. Who was your pick? Did we say your pick, or is there someone we haven't thought of? Is there someone we shot down that you thought should be there? Let us know. But yeah, that's it. That's our 5. That was our top 10. That was the quickest we've ever gone through those, I think.
What time is it?
Well, we're half hour in, but we did a large portion just talking shit though about Comic-Con and Clanny represent. So bad. If people don't are watching that for the first time and seeing that, if there's a game. Wait, Clanny? You got a clan hood? No, that's a clan. It's not a clan fish, but we call it clan shark. It's our clan shark. It's a baby shark that was found, and yes, we've nicknamed him Clanny. 6:30. Thank you, Sonia. Ça va? How you feeling? I hope you're feeling better, or doing okay. And so we've got news to get to. We've got your 5-second movie review of Hustle. And we don't have a TikToker of the week this week. So this was a very last minute put together show. So some backroom stuff there for you. But before we get to the news, it's time we, kind of pay some bills, at least the bills for here. And hey, folks, are you looking to save some money and not looking to, sacrifice any of your services or any of your normalities of life for the sake of those dollars? Gas is $2.15 today. It was up to $2.15. Are you kidding me? With that in mind, you know what? You got to save money where you can. And here's my suggestion to you. Why don't you do yourself a favor? Go over to docnet.ca. Order up internet from Tony. Get yourself lightning quick, fast internet to your home. It's that simple. Go on there, tell them RatG TV sent you. You're going to get the best deals out there, and you're going to get the best service as well. DocNet.ca, connecting your world to your home.
And we're always looking for new sponsors. Oh, thank you, babe. If you're a company out there and you're interested, just shoot us a line.
Yes. Bubbly. It's our bubbly personality, I mean. I like that. Thank you. That felt very Wayne and Garth. You know what? If you're not going to appreciate my references, Steve, I'm not going to use them anymore. Well, Steve, Dr. Death.
And it's been 2 weeks since we did a show, so we got a ton of deaths.
All right. Well, how about I'll let you hit it then. Because that's what you do. You bring out the death in people?
I do. This guy's been in the game a long time. He was a talent rep for years for the likes of Andy Kaufman and Carl Reiner and Jerry Seinfeld, who ended up producing Seinfeld. And that's George Shapiro, 91 years old, as you see him pictured there with the late, great Carl Reiner. And, of course, the cast of just one of those monsters in the game. Moving along, we got to thank this guy, because this next guy, like George Vance, 92 years old. If it wasn't for George Vance.
George Vance or Paul Vance?
Paul Vance. I'm doing the Ryan thing here today.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a second. That's my gig. That's my shit.
Paul Vance. If not for Paul Vance, we would not have the yellow, itsy bitsy, teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini.
Oh, that I saw for the first time today.
Hold on. Wait. Oh, I'm learning now here that it was the song. It was the song. Itsy bitsy, teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini, not the actual.
Well, we'll still thank him, because if not for him, there wouldn't be more people going out to buy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikinis.
Songwriter for multiple decades. He also penned Catch a Falling Star and the hit Tracy.
Wait. What?
Don't you? Tracy.
Can you say it's a hit if neither one of us know it and we're both old? I feel like we've heard most hits, whether we
well,
not.
One of those guys that you know and love and had a ton of hits that neither of us could name either. Born in Arkansas, died in Peterborough. Just a Canadian legend. Ronnie Hawkins, of course, bluegrass, country, rockabilly. 87 years old. He found success early on in Canada and just fell in love with Ontario and lived most of his life here.
Yeah, he was instrumental in establishing the band.
Yeah.
Like he gave them their first big shot, really. Like they backed him up a lot.
Yeah. You see him here getting the Order of Canada, which is the highest honor a citizen can get. And considering he's American, that's
pretty good. So speaking of getting awards, I'd be remiss if we didn't talk about this. Sorry, before we get out of this, William Shatner was at Niagara Falls Comic-Con, and so was Niagara Falls Mayor Walter Sesnick, and he was there to present William Shatner with the key to the city.
What an honor! I mean,
and the Shat, being the Shat, auctioned off the key right there. He signed it, auctioned it off for his charity. 16.5, I think it went for. Yeah. The opening bid was like $1,000.
$5,000. What guy shot up and said $5,000.
So the winning bid, from what I understand, is starting up their own charity now and is going to auction it off as well. and it's going to be tied to Shatner's charity somehow.
Oh, cool.
So strange, but only Shatner.
Yeah.
No. Get some money.
And then last but certainly not least, you were a fan, big Bon Jovi fan.
I wasn't a big Bon Jovi fan. I was a Bon Jovi fan.
All right, you're a mediocre Bon Jovi fan.
The very first concert I went to was Bon Jovi. That doesn't mean I was a big Bon
Jovi. Alex John Such, one of the founding members of Bon Jovi, left in the mid-'90s, died at the age of 70 years old, as you see him playing the bass there. He actually was instrumental in forming the band. He brought in friend and drummer Tico Torres, and was also responsible for bringing in Richie Sambora. So,
well, we all know that Richie was the real heart and soul of Bon Jovi.
Yeah. You see him here accepting the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nomination in 2018 with the band. So, R.I.P., as we say.
Rest in power. Rest in power, brother. And that's it.
That's it.
Wow.
Unless you want me to keep people down right now.
No. Well, I mean, you could if that's what you're gonna do. I mean, that's usually what you do. Wait. You know what? Let me just piggyback on ours, and then you can go next.
All right.
Just because we didn't have a chance to put these all in order, but you go to your. I'll do my story next.
Okay.
And I want to say in memoriam. I want to, because there was another loss that we had this week, and this was a huge one, and we lost Timmy the Octopus. Timmy the Octopus was a great friend on the Boys, To the Deep, and as we saw, the Deep had to choke down his own friend. He's talking about his wife and kids now. I mean, Homelander's fucked.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not getting better. Like they took the handcuffs off of him.
Right.
Like, and he said it to Starlight as well. Like, release that shit. Go ahead. And then what happens? Then I've got nothing to lose. At least this way, I'm kind of tame.
And spoilers. I knew the second she told Shockwave. No.
That yeah, her ex-boyfriend.
That he was going to turn around and tell the wrong person.
No. It was when he told A-Train. I'm like,
that's what I mean. I knew he was going to turn around and tell A-Train, and A-Train was going to backstab him because he wants back in the good graces.
Oh my Lord, it was crazy. What a ride! What a fucking ride this show is. Like, seriously, and now we finally got Soldier Boy coming out, but I did a deep dive on Soldier Boy online, and in the comics there's 3 different Soldier Boys, and yeah, it doesn't. This Soldier Boy isn't the same as those. This is a much more powerful, and yeah, it's still gonna be cool. I don't think we're gonna get the Hero-gasm thing that we got in the comic book. So, like we are, but I don't think it's gonna be the same.
But we did get somebody from the comic books this week, and we're gonna talk about that a little later.
Fair. All right, what do you got next?
Speaking of keeping everybody down, coming out of the dust there. Of course, we lost Bob Saget a few months back, and everybody got together at the Comedy Store to pay tribute to Bob and the life that was. His friends, of course, all in attendance. John Stamos, Jim Carrey, Chris Rock, John Mayer, Jackson Brown, via video, Michael Keaton and John Lovitz. It was just a complete outpouring of love for Bob. Right. And our old dirty daddy.
Whoops. Was that too? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Man. Dirty Daddy Danny. For those that watch Full House.
Right.
Right. Dirty Danny. So is that out already or no?
Yeah, that came out Friday.
And you watched it?
And I did, and not to
Spoiled.
throw shade or anything, but man, and I can understand losing a close friend like that. John Stamos was just he seemed like he had to get a little inebriated just to be able to do the show. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they were really close. Like
Yeah,
really,
they were.
really tight. Was Joey there?
Joey wasn't there. No.
No, eh? Huh.
No, they did show some clips from a more private tribute gathering that they had, and Joey was he was pretty choked up.
Yeah, because the three of them seemed to be really tight after that show, like for years after. That whole cast really seemed that way, to be honest. So if you knew your parents were famous for something, like I mean, world-renowned famous for something, like say on a TV show, would you have watched it at least once in your life?
I'm gonna say yes.
Just to see what the hype was about?
Right.
Bryce Dallas Howard has never seen Happy Days. She's never seen Happy Days. Listen, I could somewhat understand if she would have said, "I've never seen the Andy Griffith Show." But even that, I still would have been. I can't whistle. That happened. But seriously, though, you haven't seen Happy Days? I mean, for shame. For shame. Poor little Opie Cunningham. Eddie Murphy. All right, what do you got?
More bad news. Sharon talked a little bit last week about Ozzy and said that he's going in for a major surgery soon. And the outcome of the surgery will determine the rest of his life.
Like how? What do you mean? Like in what context?
Yeah, she didn't say what. Obviously, Ozzy, no stranger to his battles lately. Of course, he's been battling Parkinson's disease. He had an ATV accident in 2019 where he had to get 15 screws put in. So
rough. I mean,
you're 73, Ozzy. Just relax. You paid your dues, man.
You're 73, and none of us thought you were getting there.
Right.
Like, you definitely hit the over. You hit the over. Great effort with the Andy Griffith theme. Thanks.
Thank you, Kurt.
Thanks, brother. We try. I mean, Steve's was more on point. Yo, I know you don't watch wrestling at all
anymore.
Do you know who Cody Rhodes is?
No.
You know Dusty Rhodes?
I know Dusty Rhodes.
So the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. He has two sons that are Goldust and Cody.
Okay.
Cody was Stardust for a while in WWE, and then he left because he thought he was, being underused or whatever. Went on the independent scene, saved his money, was a smart guy. He started AEW wrestling. Him and Tony Khan and Nick Jackson and a couple others. And now he's recently returned. He left AEW and came back to WWE. And he's on this big, run. And he's trying to, do the one thing his father's never done and win that heavyweight title in WWE. He had a pay-per-view match where before the match, he tore his pectoral muscle right off the bone. You can see it right there. Wrestled almost an hour. Seth Rollins he fought. And I mean, look, if you can see the red in the back, that's a Hell in the Cell match they were in. So he took chair shots. And at first, when I first saw it at the beginning of the match, it was maybe a third of that was bruised. And I thought it, I'm like, oh, look at the work. Like, I'm like, oh, I thought it was makeup. And it just got worse. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm going online and I'm talking to everybody else, like the usual stuff. I'm like, is that real? Like, because it's getting big. Dude wrestled that almost an entire hour-long match and then showed up on Raw the next night to say he's going to have to take some time off and then got the shit kicked out of him that night where they stomped all over it again. Now, here's what he said in the back room, and I'm paraphrasing. He said, basically, the doctor told me once the pec was ripped off the bone, there was no more damage that could be done to it. He's like, I'm not missing out on my moment, especially at a pay-per-view, Hell in the Cell. I mean, you guys can say wrestling's fake all you want. Listen, it's predetermined.
I take nothing away from NFL players who kill themselves and destroy their bodies throughout their career, or boxers or UFC fighters, but I still stand by when I say number one athletes in the world, hockey players. The most conditioned, the toughest, will play through shit. Number two, wrestlers.
Yeah. Because wrestlers will play through broken bones. Like, we haven't seen like the hockey players do that since what? What's his name, who scored for the Leafs when they won the cup? Somebody scored on a broken leg. Not Tim Horton.
Yeah. I mean, you do still hear the stories of after teams get eliminated in the playoffs. This guy played through this. This guy's played through that.
Broken neck.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff, man. So hats off to Cody Rhodes, though, and heal up quickly, brother. What do you got?
Makes you want to
hear that. It makes you want to scream.
It really does make you want to scream, especially if you're a fan of Scream. This is probably going to make you scream. Nev Campbell says her offer for Scream, I don't know what they're calling this because it's called Scream 5 Scream. So Scream 2, Scream 6, I don't know. Whatever this next incarnation is going to be. I mean, let's be real here. Scream 5 made a shit ton of money considering it was the 5th movie in the franchise. It did well.
Yeah.
Nev Campbell said her offer it was low, and she said, and I quote, "As a woman, I've had to work very hard to determine my value, especially when it comes to the Scream franchise." And it simply wasn't enough. So we may not see Sidney Prescott in Scream 2 or 6.
Did you watch the newest Scream?
I did.
And I think you did the review on it, actually.
Yeah.
You liked it?
It started out, I was like, okay, this is not for me. This is for the next generation of, and it took about, I'd say 20, 30 minutes, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Good.
Well, once I got into it. Yeah. It's a classic. Scream's always been a classic whodunit.
And then switch it around.
And I didn't guess it. They got me.
So my guess is that it's either Dewey or Courtney Cox that is the killer in this in the last one. I haven't read anything anywhere. I haven't watched it.
I would have liked to see the Vegas odds on it before the movie came out.
Would I have done well? Am I in the wheelhouse? I'm gonna just Google it. I'll just Google that shit.
Yeah.
And another thing, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Nev Campbell doesn't die in that one.
And we also know that Hayden Panettiere will be back for Scream 6. So
right, which I thought was the Scream 5 movie.
Yeah, she gets bludgeoned to death at the end, and her death is, I guess, in question. I mean, it looks pretty obvious that she's dead, but she does get taken away in an ambulance. So
at the end of Scream 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Well, hey.
Nobody's ever really dead.
No, and no franchise is ever really dead either. And one franchise, a video game franchise that you and I both loved, Duke Nukem. You remember Duke Nukem?
I do remember those games.
Duke Nukem was so good. He was almost Deadpool before Deadpool because he had that smart ass mouth all the time, breaking the fourth wall, talking to the gamers and shit. Well, Legendary Studios says that they are in the process of greenlighting a Duke Nukem movie, and I love this idea. It's got to be John Cena, right?
It's got to be John Cena.
Like it has to be John Cena. Like
I won't watch it unless it's John Cena.
right?
I'm saying it right now.
Yeah, well, like we riot. And Alan Richardson, I know a lot of people are saying him, the guy who plays Reacher. I get it. He's got the size and everything like that, but he doesn't have the same kind of mouth or comedic timing, natural comedic timing that John Cena has. So it has to be John Cena. I'm sorry. It has to be.
And do you want to break in the middle here and do Steve's 5-second movie review, which we forgot?
Oh, we can just do it at the end of this.
Okay, we can do it at the end.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I don't forget my review.
What is it? Well, we'll just try to hustle to the end.
Okay.
All right. See what I did there? What do you got next?
This next franchise, talking about franchises being rehashed, it seems like every couple weeks we talk about this. Zombie's been kind of drip feeding us little by little, and we got a little bit longer of an actual trailer, not so much a teaser this time, and got a real close look at our players here. Of course, Dan Roebuck is Grandpa, Sherry Moon Zombie is Lily, and Jeff Daniel Phillips is Herman. Come on the show, Sherry.
Yeah. I got no problem with Sherry, honestly, and I think the cast looks great. My biggest problem: why has Grandpa got a mustache? I just can't get past it.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get past it, but to me, it's like trying to get past Cesar Romero with the fucking mustache as Joker. I couldn't do it.
all mustaches matter.
No. Continuity matters. Continuity matters. Yeah. Are you holding out much hope for this movie or this show at all?
I've said it time and time again. I love Rob Zombie's music. I am a huge fan. I've seen White Zombie a bunch of times. It's the band I've seen more than anybody. I've seen White and or Rob Zombie
Right.
18 times. Like that's the only band I've seen even close to that many times is probably the Headstones.
Oh wow.
But when it comes to his movies, they are very hit or miss with me.
Mhm.
I either love them or I fucking think they're trash.
Yeah.
Literal trash.
They're like M. Night Shyamalan movies, hit or miss.
First Halloween remake, fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Second one, trash.
And and Amber said it, M. Night Shyamalan as well. But you know what though? I will say with M. Night Shyamalan, I think it's different. I find with M. Night Shyamalan, it was his first few movies were really good, and then they were all trash until they got to
I like The Visit.
Unbreakable.
You're talking about the Happening.
Even that.
No, it was bad. That was bad.
Yeah, Split was good. Unbreakable was good. Glass was. I still haven't seen Glass yet. I don't know why I haven't watched that one yet. I hear it's really good though.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
I don't know. I just haven't figured it out yet. I'm waiting for it to come on Netflix. I'm just kidding. Speaking of Netflix, though, do you know Netflix has got games?
I did know this.
Yeah. Well, they're talking about the news games they're going to be releasing. The Queen's Gambit Chess is going to be coming our way. That's not it. They've also got other games based on their shows, Money Heist and Shadow and Bone. So this was all announced during Netflix Geeked. And yeah, Shadow and Bone Destinies is a narrative RPG in early development. And then, yeah, it's time to put the Dolly mask on. And A La Casa de la Papel game is on its way, which is going to be based on Heist.
It's easy for you to say.
No, it's not. I'm hearing me stumbling all over that as I was trying to read it there. But yeah, so we'll see. Netflix trying to recoup that money however they can. Or maybe this is the reason why they're panicking about losing so many subscribers, because they put so much money into these games. So not sure where they're going to be, where they're going to be available. It's just going to be on their platform. But yeah, we'll see. I'm down for some. I like playing chess. I just don't like playing it against computers. I don't know why. Because they always kick my ass.
Yeah.
Even on easy. At least on. So remember I had that assistant.
Yes.
So her and I used to play. Yeah, her and I used to play chess, and
For legal reasons, I don't remember.
I understand how to play chess. I know how to play chess. I'm not a good chess player. She was just learning, but I would beat her so many times just by getting into her head. And you can't do that with a computer. Like, you can't play games with a computer where you'd be like, oh, are you sure you want to do that? Oh, yeah. All right, but that's it. That was my whole chess story. I like me some chess. Do you play chess or no?
I do play chess, yeah.
No shit. We should play some chess sometime.
Yeah, I taught my son. He took a real shining to it very young. And then we found out he was teaching his sisters to play, and I was like, oh, cool. And then we found out he was cheating. And, yeah, we took his chessboard away for like a month, and it was like one of the worst punishments he ever got. Yeah.
No way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, don't cheat.
Yeah.
Good way to learn. All right, buddy. What do you got next?
Nope.
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 Nope. Yeah. The new trailer for Nope.
Yeah, I mean,
I know.
did I expect it to be about spoilers? Aliens? No.
Nope.
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 Did I think I was gonna hate it? Nope. Did I think I was gonna love it? Nope. Do I want to see it? Nope.
Nope. I mean, yeah. How are you on Jordan Peele?
I really liked Jordan Peele, and I loved
Get Out.
Get Out, Us.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it was bad.
That was like the
In
Mirrorverse.
my opinion.
It was the Mirrorverse kind of thing.
Right. Yeah.
No. Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, all right. I mean,
As I channel my inner Tracy Morgan. Nope. No. Nuh-uh. No. No.
nope. I mean, hey, Bryce Dallas Howard, have you seen any Happy Day movie or the Happy Day series yet? Nope. No. You know what? Speaking of a possible nope, and it seems like a nope. Chris Evans was recently asked while he was out promoting the new Buzz Lightyear movie, which is being released in theaters. I was surprised to see. I thought that was going to go straight to Disney Plus. This may be the first Pixar movie to not do well in the box office, maybe post-pandemic. I don't know if people are going back enough for this, but we'll see. But he was asked if he would ever come back to play Captain America, and he said it would be a tall order. He was really happy with the way things ended. One of the things that people really want to see is at the end of Endgame, we know that Captain America goes back in time and replaces all the things that they had borrowed. So, not to disturb the timeline, which that's not the way it would work. But as if I would know. But a lot of us want to see those adventures of Chris Evans returning all those things that they had taken throughout time, and that doesn't seem to be on his radar at all. So, I mean, we'll see.
Let's you and me agree right now that if either of us ever invent time travel, that we'll come back to like this moment right now to tell each other.
You missed it. You were right here. I must have been at your place on the other side. Don't get me started. We could do a whole show on this because I would really like to go off on time travel one day, but we won't. And you got another story?
Yeah. Speaking of going back in time, the Predator franchises going back in time, approximately 200 years. We got the first trailer.
People are freaking out about it, eh?
Yeah, and
I mean,
this movie, it's going to make history, and it's going to make history in a different way. This will be the first movie to get a full Comanche dub over.
yeah, but that's not even what people are freaking out about that, and they're freaking out too that the lead is a female warrior,
Who are some of the most feared
right?
throughout history.
Can we stop calling everything woke and just enjoy shit? Like if I say it all the time and I stand by it. If Alien was to come out today or Xena were to come out today, people would call them woke. If I what was on, I was watching Designing Women. It was on in the background on CHCH. Dude, that show, they had the gay black designer on there. All these, they had oh my god, they had an episode where Bernadette Peters got like breast implants. I think that's her name. And they were talking about how everyone treated her differently. And I mean, dude, we've always been woke. We've always been we're always trying to be better people. When did it become a problem that we're trying to become better people?
Yeah. Had this been cast into 200 or whatever, 600 years ago, whenever the Vikings roamed, would people have said the same thing? Because Viking women were, again, some of the most in Vikings, when they attack England, the soldiers come back and they're like, there's women, and they're fighting, and they've never seen anything like that before.
I can't remember what the tribe.
People that aren't afraid to die.
There was a tribe of women warriors. I can't remember where they were from, if they were Mesopotamian or old Greece, like the old school Greece. But they would massacre, like chop off one of their breasts so that they could fire arrows better. Yo, man, listen, all I know is my mom is Julie fucking Fleming, and I've been afraid of women my entire life.
Hi, Ryan.
And I'm not saying like my mom beat my ass, because I've never taken a licking. I see my mom whoop ass, though, and my mom, like, I've never been that person that was ever like, oh, women can't do that, because
I tell people all the time, some of the, best or worse, however you want to view it, fights I saw in high school were girls.
Yeah, right. Right.
Girl fights were crazy.
Man, my cousins were the Lathams. Still are the Lathams.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're not. It's like they're like the mob. You can't get out.
No, yeah. You're in for life. You're patched.
Anyways, August 5th, you can catch that on Hulu. Director Dan Trachtenberg from Black Mirror and 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Right on. And do you got another for us there?
I do. Sleepy Hollow is going to be making its return via Paramount. Lindsay Beer has been brought on to pen and direct. She's been one of Hollywood's most sought-after young writers and directors. She's had a hand in Star Trek 4, the Barbie remake, and Hello Kitty.
Oh, Hello Kitty.
Are you a Sleepy Hollow fan?
Of the book or the TV show?
The 1820 Gothic novel, short story.
I'll be honest with you. I've never read the novel. My whole experience with that was Disney,
right?
Ichabod Crane, and that was scary enough for me back in the day.
Right.
For real, that shit was scary back in the day. But
old cartoons were creepy.
Dude, go back and watch the 70s Lord of the Rings cartoon. Do you remember that?
No.
Oh my god, it was so creepy, isn't it? But you're right. Cartoons back in the day were creepy. Even G.I. Joe, it wasn't even creepy, but it was
dark.
It was dark. If you remember the first time we saw blood on that show, when I think it was Serpentor threw a snake spear through Duke in the chest, and that was the first time. And I remember thinking, "Oh my God, they're going to kill somebody on GI Joe." It was,
And they killed Duke.
they didn't kill him. We thought he was going to die, but he didn't die. They killed him in the movies.
Right.
They killed Channing Tatum's Duke.
Right.
Deserved it. But what?
Yeah.
I don't know why I couldn't upload a proper photo of it for my next story, so we'll just talk about it. Have you seen the new Ms. Marvel show? Probably not. That's not really your cup of tea. You've obviously seen online all the hate for it. Not the hate for it. There's a lot of love for it, but there's also a lot of people.
People are not hating on this.
Some people are hating on it because they're complaining, saying that they've changed Captain Marvel from a white Air Force pilot into a young Pakistani, not realizing that this comic's been established for 10 years and they're two separate people that exist at the same time. Captain Marvel and Ms. Marvel. And Ms. Marvel is the biggest fangirl of Carol Danvers. So
thank you.
I just want to put it out there. And the girl who plays her, Amani, I won't even try to pronounce her last name and butcher it. Young Pakistani girl, I believe, who is a die-hard Marvel comic book fan. She was already a Ms. Marvel fan, so much so that she cosplayed as her in school. Just like we saw the picture of Tom Holland as a kid cosplaying as Spider-Man. Same deal here. Kevin Feige said that in Doctor Strange, he called
Not for us, we're old.
What's that?
I said not for us, we're old.
Yeah, exactly. In a Doctor Strange, this is a throwaway line for you. You probably wouldn't have picked up on it if you watched the movie. But they're like, oh, this is the 616 universe talking about Doctor Strange's universe. That's the comic book main universe. So comic book nerds, we lost our shit. This girl that's playing Ms. Marvel, she's like, I love Kevin Feige and everything, but he's wrong. Like, that's how much I love this girl. And this show, it reminded me of watching Disney TV, like watching Zach and Cody with my kids or watching Hannah Montana. What it really reminded me of is watching Lizzie McGuire with my oldest daughter, Jordan, because it had a lot of those. Did you ever watch Lizzie McGuire?
I did, but I remember the shows. Yeah.
So when she was talking about stuff, these doodle imaginations would pop up on screen beside it. Same deal happening in here. And it was a great, it would have been on TGIF Friday on ABC. So I really liked it. And I can't wait to watch more. They changed her powers, but this is the first episode. We don't know if they're going to evolve or change back to what they're like in the comic books. She's basically got the same powers as Reed Richards. But yeah, I really dug it. Give it a shot.
And then my talking about girls, let's talk about the boys.
Let's do it.
Let's do it for the boys. The boys, we found out, it's been renewed for season 4. Like
who didn't see that coming?
Right. And we got our first look this week. Spoilers in 3, 2, 1. Jamie the hamster. If you're a fan of the graphic novels, you already know who Jamie the hamster was. I thought it was you that was telling me about him, but it must have been work.
But Jamie the hamster comes in later, though, I think.
I did a little dive into Jamie the hamster, and he is oh geez, did I not write it down?
Is he a mutated hamster?
Yes. Yeah, well, yeah, he's a mutated hamster, and he is actually he lived in the ass of Blarney Clock, another soup.
Yep.
And he is the son of Queen Maeve and Legends.
Wait,
so there's some issues there.
And he's free now.
Right.
Well, the last we saw, he was burrowing his way through someone's head.
Yeah, and in the graphic novel, him and Huey, he becomes friends with Huey, and they kind of become a little team, I guess.
Like his sidekick.
Yeah.
Queen Maeve's son is a hamster.
No, the Blarney clock.
Oh, this whole time I thought you were talking about the hamster. Oh, God. I even said the last time we saw me, he was burrowing through someone's head. You gave me a weird look. But I was like,
Oh, that's even funnier.
I even showed the picture again. I'm sorry, folks. Like, I blame
weed.
Yeah. Me too. I have to go for a walk tonight and walk some of that weed off or put more in my body. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. You got any other stories, buddy?
That's it, man.
Wow, man. Well, I guess it's time for us to do something we usually do in the middle of the show. But time to do it now. I think it's time for Steve's 5 second movie review by Steve. That's your hands. Vogue hands. High five hands. Grease hands. We're so old. Stupid. All right, so
all I hear in my head was din.
Ding 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 ding. Together forever. We'll always be like one. Woohoo! Yeah! All right, Hustle.
Yes, Hustle, starring Adam Sandler and
That guy.
yeah, I don't even want to attempt that name.
Well, if you've got it written in front of you, you got to try.
Juancho Herman Gomez.
I would have dropped the Juancho. Juancho Hamagamis. All right. Well,
Yeah,
so if this is your first time watching this, folks, just so you know, before Steve gives you the preface there, what we do is we put 5 seconds on the board, and Steve takes a movie that he's recently watched and gives us his unadulterated review of said movie in the 5 seconds. See. And yeah, sure, you're about to say. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. Put me in, coach.
Here we go. 5 seconds are on the board. You may begin now.
He shoots up the 3. Oh, he's fouled. It's a miss. He shoots a 2-3 3 free throws. He hits 2 of them, and the third one bounced off the rim.
So this movie's a fail? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I mean, I wanted to give it a 3. But as I said, there was a foul, and he got to shoot the 3 free throws. And I mean, you lost one of the points for being a little too long. And I'm not gonna lie, you probably lost a half. But it was probably half a point for being a little too long, and half a point for Queen Latifah. I'm just not a fan.
Really?
Although she was a pretty good. You know what? Out of all Queen Latifah's body of work, I probably liked her the most in this.
All right.
So,
yeah, you know, I can't hate on that take on Queen Latifah.
I don't like when she tries to be over the top. That's what it is. I don't think she does comedy well.
Right. You know what? No. See, that's where I would differ. I think I like her doing sitcoms because Living Single, I fucking love that show. The Original Friend.
Yeah.
And when she was on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, she was fucking hilarious. She was Hillary's boss the one time.
That's right.
And then the second time, she was Will's
love interest
friend. Yeah.
She had to go on the date with him.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But with movies,
Again, not a big part of the movie. So it was obviously about Adam Sandler's relationship with the European basketball player, lies to him to get him to the States, and basically flips the bill for this kid because no one wants to take a chance on him, and works with him and tries to get him into the draft. And like I said, a little too long. Had there been a few more highs and lows, possibly, you wouldn't have noticed as much. But I felt it was kind of flatline. You know, I don't mean that in a bad way, but I just meant as a movie, it kind of kept the pace. You know, it was slow. It was all right. It was all right.
It was all right like that, but that was it, though.
Yeah, I really wanted to like it, but like I said, it was a little long, a little boring.
I mean,
and an otherwise inspirational story.
You know, you're talking about this, and the way you're explaining it, it reminds me of a movie. Do you remember the air up there?
Air up there.
The air up there. Is it basically the air up there? I mean,
It is.
I mean, Kevin Bacon going to another country, recruiting.
With less laughs.
Oh no, I want to watch that movie again. No, I don't.
There was good performances. They had a great premise for a story. They just did. To me, it didn't hit the necessary marks.
Just fell flat, eh? Well, I mean, it happens. But it's Adam Sandler and Netflix, right?
Yep.
So that
He already got paid.
He already got paid, and he's still got another 3 or 4 movies to make for them on his contract.
It should be Halloween 2.
Can we do 60 first dates instead? I would like an update on that. I'd like to know how that's working out. Every day she's waking up not knowing who her kid is.
Right.
Wait, I had a kid?
Hilarity ensues.
I don't know. I don't know if they could. Yeah. Now the more I think about that, the sadder it actually is.
Yeah.
Let's not do that. Let's not. Just give us another season of the Santa Clarita Diet instead.
Right.
Just saying. What was wrong with that? Netflix, that's why you're losing right now. That's why subscribers are leaving. Yeah. But that's it. I feel happy that I got in an Air Up There reference.
It only took 10 years.
Right? Who knew? Who knew, though? I just knew if I bided my time at one point, I'd be like, whoa.
I've seen that picture sitting up there since we started doing the thing, and I was just like, what is that? Why is that there?
Why?
We never use it.
Every week we go past and it never gets used. You know what? You can't just frivolously, you can't just throw that out there without reason. That's how you say that without saying that. But yeah, I just feel like we overdo it, and this movie.
Where can I find this?
At least the good thing about this movie was at least they were at the era where they had gotten past the short shorts for basketball.
Right.
Right. Especially if you've seen The Invisible Man with Kevin Bacon, we needed all of the shorts there to cover up what's going on there.
It's on Disney Plus.
The Invisible Man?
No, the Air Up There.
Oh.
It's on Disney Plus.
What's the best basketball? What's the best basketball?
21% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Ooh. I mean, it wasn't great.
72% of Google users don't like it.
Oh, I was gonna say we liked it as kids, but we were kids. What's your favorite basketball movie? Can you think of a basketball movie that you really liked?
You know, I avoided watching Tropic Thunder. Not Tropic Thunder. That fucking.
Where did they play basketball in that? My God!
You don't remember the deleted scene? You don't remember the deleted scene?
Oh, with Les and Matthew McConaughey.
No. What was the one with Will Ferrell and Woody Harrelson?
Fuck off. Semi-pro.
I'm like, I am not that and his Ice Skate Blades of Glory. Those are the two Will Ferrell movies. I was like, I am never watching those. Never ever watching those. And I love Will Ferrell. And
so you haven't watched them yet?
I finally watched the basketball one, and it was pretty funny.
What?
The Woody Harrelson.
You're gonna put that up above
movie.
Like, is that you're not saying you put that above White Man Can't Jump?
No. I figured that was obvious.
Yeah.
I assumed that was obvious.
Glory Road. Wait, what?
Basketball movie?
I don't know.
College basketball?
I don't know. Maybe. Hoosiers.
Yeah, I mean,
I wasn't a big fan of Hoosiers.
We've said it time and time again. The best sports movies are football movies.
Yep, they're usually true stories.
You know what, though? The Air Up There was really good. That was the Tupac movie.
Here's something you can't believe. Jamaica, we got a bobsled team.
Awesome movie.
That was a good movie. But that's not football or basketball.
No.
No, football movies do have the best movies, though. I agree with that because I still haven't seen Gridiron Gang, so I'm still keeping it perfect on never seeing a bad football movie. But from what I hear, everyone says that's a really.
We just watched the one about the high school team that had the longest sports winning streak ever. It was good.
Really good.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, Dennis Quaid's in it. He plays the coach.
All right. Yeah. He does a lot of football movies, eh?
Yeah.
That was really good. And the one with the guy.
Yeah, they won 143 games in a row over like 10 seasons. It's the all-time
151 games.
All-time winning sports streak.
And that football movie with that guy that went to jail, remember? That was really good too. That was
The Express.
Story. Yeah.
No.
That was The Express.
No, The Express was the story of the running back who died. Spoiler.
Oh.
Which running back?
He was the first black Heisman Trophy winner.
Oh no, not that one. The one where the guy went to jail. He had to come out.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember the title. That was a true story as well. Too. Yeah, Brian Banks. The Brian Banks story.
Really good.
Went to jail for a crime he didn't commit and missed out on going to the NFL. Finally got back in his 30s, like 32. Yep. He played one exhibition game.
Mm-hmm. Really
like
good.
Reuben Hurricane Carter.
Yeah.
It happens. It happens.
Shazam played. That was really good. That was really good.
Well, yeah. Well, I never watched that one. The one was that
amazingly good.
Yeah, it was good.
Zach Levi or whatever.
Yeah, Zach Levy. Yeah.
Oh, yes, the one where he plays Kurt Warner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Kurt Warner's story. That was
Kurt
so
Warner's
good.
story.
Yeah.
I still say the best football movie I've ever seen, and I'm pretty sure you said you've never seen it, is the Mario Van Peebles movie. And it was a made-for-TV movie called Triumph of the Heart, the Ricky Bell story. Dude, so I watched this movie with a bunch of guys from Eastdale football and a bunch of guys from Notre Dame, and everybody was in tears watching this movie. It was just so good. Like, I keep trying to find it, and I can never find it anywhere. I can't even find it on Flickster.
Yeah, when Ray Liotta passed last week, I was trying to find Dominic and Eugene, and I couldn't find it anywhere.
Dominic and Eugene, I don't remember that one.
Yeah, great movie.
What was it about?
It's about Ray Liotta and his slow younger brother. He basically he has the chance to go to like medical school, and he stays behind, and like they're like low income,
it's like the 60s, right?
to take care of his brother because he's he needs.
So what you're telling me is it has nothing to do with football or basketball.
No.
And we're just completely off on a new tangent now.
Well, you said movies that you couldn't find anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the connector. That's how we got up.
Yeah, I know this movie's not the Triumph of the Heart. It's not in it. You can't find it anywhere.
No, did you look on the?
I'm sure you can find. Oh, it's on Netflix in the States.
What, Triumph of the Heart?
Yeah.
The one with Mario Van Peebles?
Yeah.
No way.
American Netflix has it.
Oh, VPN. I'm gonna VPN that shit tonight. That movie, I'm telling you, I guarantee you, if I watch that movie tonight, I will bawl my eyes out. About 1966 Texas Western. national championship. Oh, that was the movie you were talking about, the football movie you were talking about earlier that you said you couldn't.
Yeah,
remember.
the national. Yeah, and that was good too. I watched that one a few months ago. National Champions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it was good.
I need to catch up on some football movies.
Yeah, there's definitely, like I said, I've watched 4 or 5 new ones that I had never seen in the last 4 months.
Just look
And
at
some of them were a few years old.
sports stories, Netflix. There's tons of them.
Well, that's all Netflix is. Well, I shouldn't say all it is, but they're really huge on their documentaries, and they're based on true story
I'm
stuff.
watching the Keep Sweet one right now.
Who?
The story
Warren
of
Jeffs.
Warren Jeffs, the polygamist.
And how that stuff came apart. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I didn't realize it was early in 2000s. It was that recent that it happened.
And what is this?
Basically, a bunch of old men marrying 14-year-olds.
Yeah, polygamy. He's a huge polygamous city and everything. He owned the church owned every house, city, everything. Warren Jeffs.
Wait, so they're polygamists and they're pedophiles?
Yeah.
Well, they're marrying 14-year-old girls to 6-year-old men. What do you
to their
think?
cousins.
To their cousins, whatever. I guess the reason it came on the radar is because a bunch of young boys all of a sudden were homeless that he kicked out because he was marrying all the young girls to old men.
Because the ratio was off.
And in 2004, he just kicked them out, left them homeless. It was all of a sudden a thing going on.
Because see, that's the shit that I have trouble with when I look back at a lot of like stuff that I grew up loving, like especially musicians. Because musicians are
I thought you were
notorious.
gonna say polygamy.
Like what?
No, the underage fucking marriage shit. But Jimmy Page,
Yeah.
like Page was like he basically kidnapped his first wife.
What's
Jerry
his
Lee
name?
Lewis.
Jerry Lee Lewis.
Jerry Lee Lewis married his
Oh,
13-year-old cousin. Elvis married a
Priscilla?
14. Elvis and Priscilla. Priscilla was 14.
She was 14 when they first met. He married when she was 16. He was 24.
Still. And I mean, that age difference doesn't make a difference once she's after 20.
Woody Allen.
Married
Fuck
as his
that dude.
adopted daughter.
Robert Polanski. But I'm just saying, like, that shit's fucked up.
Yes.
But I do find musicians seem to get away with it a lot more.
And who needs 20
And
fucking
Rob Lowe.
wives? Who needs 20 wives? It's hard enough to have one girlfriend, let alone 20.
Rob Lowe and Leo DiCaprio both date young women, but they date women.
Rob Lowe's been married for
Well,
20
there was the
years.
sex tape with the 16-year-old.
Rob Lowe's been married
Who?
for 20
Rob
years.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
He lied about her. No, I'm kidding. He was
She
young
did.
too.
She lied
And
about
was
his.
young
Yeah,
too.
she lied about her age.
Oh,
was like
okay.
23.
I didn't know
He
that.
didn't know. He didn't know.
No, she said
Well,
she was 18. He was like 24,
that's what he
25. He wasn't like super old.
Rob, come on the show and tell us the story.
Yeah, let's hear the full story. I'm sure you want to.
People want to know.
He's a pretty funny
Discuss
guy.
it with us.
He is a really funny guy.
Pretty funny guy, man. You see him in some shit. He's pretty funny. In the second Super Trooper, he's fucking hilarious.
And if you see his social media stuff with him and his family, he seems like a really good family dude too. But
Oh, he's been married for years now.
well, and I honestly I only see him post stuff with him and his sons. So
Him, was he played a French Canadian in that, right? Yeah, he did. It was funny, man.
Ila Douche.
Something like that.
Wait, wait.
Hilarious, though.
Was Guy Ledouche the name of the roving sideline reporter from Takashi's Castle? Remember that Spike TV show?
Oh, right.
Yes.
Yes. MXC.
Right.
Hilarious.
I want to be on that show still.
Right.
I still want to be on that show. Was it? I thought it was called Takashi's Castle or something like
Well,
that.
that's probably what the real show was called. But when Spike TV picked it up, it was called MXC, and they did the English dub over,
Right.
make it funny.
But I think it was.
I have AIDS.
I just have a segue here for you. Do you know how to remember BLT before I put that away? Do I just leave
Yeah,
it out?
sure. And put the fries on too.
Put the
Wait,
fries on.
what? Was that a segue? Did she just say that was a segue?
She doesn't know what segue
I'm
means.
just being a jackass. Shut up.
I mean,
She thinks she used to shop at Segway.
Listen, Captain Cupcake or whatever you have to
you
say.
can't even get the insult
Oh,
right.
hold on. We got a call. We got Jay Hart on the line.
Oh, am I live? Am I
We're,
live?
Yeah, you're live.
We're live.
Yeah, go blue. Go blue.
I can't believe an Ohio State Buckeye fan and a Michigan fan can be talking live at the same time.
Listen. I'm just saying, go blue. This is
Yeah,
the show.
This one game in 12 years. Jesus, stop already.
This whole episode is about Wolverine.
Is it really?
Yes, we're about who should be the next Wolverine. You know, just like the great.
You know what? Then go blue.
Whoa! I am recording that, and I'm going to have that as my every time you call me. Instead of a ringtone going off, it's going to be Jay Hart saying "Go Blue." I can't believe I actually heard that.
Well, you know what? I'm working in Shadow Man, and every other guy on the crew is goddamn Wolverine fan. So
That's a good crew.
No, I've been fighting all week. You're just getting the petty of it.
Sounds like a good crew to me, buddy. Sounds like a good crew. That's awesome.
We'll give you guys one game every 10 or 12 years. No problem. Because you can switch.
Listen, we were signed Harbaugh, much to my chagrin.
If you sign Harbaugh for another 5 years, I think that'd be good for you.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's it. I know. I know. It was either that or we go after what's his name? That was just the coach of Jacksonville, Urban Meyer.
So we have Jay Hart online, first time caller, long time listener.
What can we play for you, Jay?
Pardon me?
What song can we play for you today on RatG TV?
If I blew, if I was green, I would die. I would die.
Oh,
I blew, I would bleed, I would die.
this is the closest we have. It's called Daydreaming. It's a StreamYard original. Thank you. That's awesome. We should do more call-in segments.
Sure, but if they beat us in Ohio State, I will dress up in blue outfit for a whole week.
Are you recording this, Brian?
A whole week. And what happens if they lose? What if Michigan loses though? I don't want
to dress like that, Ryan.
I don't want to dress like a chestnut for a week.
Then I'll buy your clothes for you. They'll be gold blue, but they'll be like a thong and
Mankini.
I think
I don't want to make this bet this I don't want to make this bet this season though, because your team's still a lot better than mine. Give us 2 seasons.
You got to be a diehard fan because
Or stupid.
man, like all of them. Just but you stick with them. That's a good thing.
Screw both you. I'm a Seminoles fan. We suck.
Yeah.
Oh, stop. You were good for a few years. And listen, your hockey team won 25 straight years in a row, so shut up.
26.
Right.
You are a wingnut. You are a wingnut. I'll tell you that right now.
Worst Canadian ever. Worst Canadian ever.
Hey, what's going on?
That's how we do this show, just like that. If you want to be a member of the show, just call right into Steve's phone.
What's that?
And,
Sorry,
we'll put it up. Give me 2 seconds, and I'll put Steve's phone number.
Yeah, we're almost done. So
We have to go stuff anyway, so we're bringing it on.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
That's how you do a show. That's how you do a show. Jay Hart, longtime friend and longtime Ohio State Buckeyes fan. I mean, it's easy to root for the guys that always win. I'm just saying.
Surprising still, we have to go. Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it. That's all I got. You got any other news?
No, that's it, man.
Woo to the who. Whoa. I'm also an FSU fan, and yes.
Hey, look at that! A Bengals fan and a Steelers fan have common football interests.
Wow, you guys found common ground.
Wow,
good.
I knew there's something I liked about you, Kurt. I knew there was a reason I probably because I already had one Steelers fan in my life, like a close friend of ours, Norbert, and I didn't think I had room for another one. So, but you sucked me in, and you're a
You
good guy.
sucked
So
me
we love you.
Love it. Love it. Well, Kurt, thank you so much for tuning in. And thank you to everybody else that tuned in. Sonia, Jay Hart for calling in. Facebook user 83674 as well for her
Just
timely and witty repartee. And of course to my co-host, the Wellandwingnut, Steve. What do you got going on this week, buddy? Anything?
No, we have a slow June, but it's good because
It's
July
hot.
and August is packed. So
Nice. Well, hopefully it goes good and it's a easy week for you. And folks, if you want to, you can always tune in to listen to me produce a morning show on AM radio Monday through Friday. You can listen on the iHeart Radio app, AM 610. I produce the Tim Dennis Show every morning from 5 till 10. We discuss current events and local news. So tune in if you like. And if not, just come back and join us here next week. We'll probably be here. If not, we might let you know. We'll try it.
it's all touch and go, really.
Yeah, really. It's like my last few relationships. Anyways, just like that. Just like that. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had a great time. For the Wellandwingnut, it's your boy Zeus. Hope you all have a great, safe, and fantastic weekend.